So here we are, Christmas special.
Christmas special.
Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you, mate. It's been a while.
Isn't it? Yeah. How things going?
Well, I'm in full Christmas mode, which means switching off and winding down.
Yeah.
A couple of phrasal verbs there.
Is that what you do when you're winding down? You try out your phrasal verbs. Is that? I normally sit and watch TV or play the guitar or not Mike. No, he plays around with phrasal verbs.
Listen, it's how I relax. Okay.
Yeah, well, dedication. That's what it is.
I've been cooking this morning. I've been.
Oh, me too.
Oh yeah, what have you made?
Yeah. Well, let's exchange recipes. Here we go. Banana cake. That's the thing I always make, actually. I made banana cake. A bigger one this time, though. So
and how did you make that?
With the oven and just basic ingredients, essentially, yeah. And normally it's a bit smaller, now it's a bit bigger.
Sounds healthy.
That's got lots of sugar in. I don't know how healthy it is. What about you? What have you made?
I made a chicken casserole.
Oh, nice.
With chicken, obviously. That was the essential ingredient. And I added some creme fraiche and some vegetables. And it's going to be served up with jacket potatoes. It's a new recipe, in fact, that I'm trying for the first time.
Okay, good.
And I suspect we'll eat that later on this evening.
Oh, you haven't eaten it yet?
No, it's this evening's meal. I thought I'd prepare this afternoon to get everything out of the way, and then we can just,
It's very organised. Yeah.
Well, you see, normally it's like rushing around between work and I was going to say childcare, but I don't have any kids. All those children that I look after that aren't really mine.
You're not referring to Marta, are you, at all?
Of course, my lovely partner. I'm referring to her. I have to look after her.
Of course.
Exactly.
Make her cups of tea and massage her feet and that sort of thing, right?
Actually, it's on the. I have a list of things on my blackboard, and I have a list. I write down with a crayon what I need to do that day, and actually, number 4 is massage Marta.
Okay.
But I mistook it for message Marta. So I keep thinking, why have I got to message Marta? I live with her.
And wait a minute. You wrote the list, though, or did she write the list?
She wrote the bit about massage. Give massage to Marta. You see.
Okay. Well, it's a nice old-fashioned way of communicating. Anyway, people nowadays use WhatsApp or something, don't they? But you've got a little chalkboard. Nice. Mike, we've got some questions, haven't we, for this episode? I have to confess, I don't know what they are because I haven't done my part of the job. I haven't prepared anything. I've rocked up, nothing ready, and I left all the hard work to you, didn't I? But should we get to it and
yes,
see what questions we're going to answer the same questions, right? That's the idea.
Yes.
Okay. So,
do you want to go first, or shall I?
Well, I don't know the questions, so you probably.
Okay, so
first.
best if I go first. Okay. Well, Owen, 2021? It's coming to an end. We are the 23rd of December.
Yep.
What is your favourite fact of the whole of the year? Something you've discovered this year.
I mean, I don't know if I can actually just name one fact. I can, and they're not my favourite facts either. I can tell you all the facts that I hate and I don't want to know anything about, and I've just been bombarded with them, and it's anything to do with buying a house. I've discovered all sorts of things like exchange, completion, fixed term mortgage, all this sort of stuff, which I tried to avoid my whole life, and then all of a sudden
Yes.
I've been bashed around the head by all of these
Yes.
words and terms, and having to
Yes.
I sit down in the evening and try to read through all these kind of these letters and these agreements for insurance and for I don't know what else. I've signed loads of stuff. I'm not sure what it is, but
So lots of grown-up language that you'd really rather not have to remember.
How about you, Mike? What's let's go. Let's give you a turn. What was the question? Your favourite fact of this year?
That's right. My favorite fact, okay, of this year is that we know that pandas, the animal, the black and white animals that live in China,
Yeah.
well, you may not know this, but they have rather a difficult time reproducing. So they're currently on the list of endangered species,
Right.
because there's just aren't enough. There basically isn't enough panda sex in the world to just put it out there.
Okay, I know what it is.
And so
Netflix,
my favorite fact is nothing to do with Netflix. It's nothing to do with Netflix or Amazon or anything like that. It's that scientists in China have started to give pandas Viagra, which is a pill in order to stimulate their sex drive. And it's working, apparently. They've started to give these pandas some Viagra, and there is a slight increase in the panda population. So we can rest easy tonight. We can go to bed knowing that the panda problem is one problem that's being fixed.
Well, and that would then become, so we could end up with a situation where there are lots and lots of pandas, right? And would that be considered kind of like a pandemic?
Oh no! Oh no, you didn't.
No, sorry, I ruined it actually. I think it should have been a pandemic.
Pandemic. Either way, welcome
Originating
to everybody.
Yeah.
We do call this show the English Waffle for a reason.
Yeah.
And that's it. So that's my favourite fact.
Wow. Yeah.
What about
God?
What about what's your favourite dish of this year? Either a dish that you've cooked yourself or you've eaten. What's your favourite thing of this year?
Can I just ask, are all of these questions going to be favourite questions?
There's two favourite ones and one not favourite one.
Okay. Does it have to be a dish they've actually tried?
Well, I mean, I suppose you could have seen it on the menu and thought, "Oh, that's a nice dish," but then didn't try it.
I'll tell you what I have discovered. And as you know, I'm not a great chef. I don't particularly like cooking, and so I do like to do things that are quite easy. But I also like to use kind of fresh ingredients and where possible. And I've discovered these packs that you get from, I think it's El Paso. No sponsorship involved here. It's just I just like the product. And it basically, you can buy these boxes that have all the ingredients to make enchiladas or fajitas, I think they are, and it's so easy. All you need to do is to get some chicken, some courgettes, some onions, and I think there's one more thing. I can't remember what it is, but essentially you follow the instructions on the pack. It's so easy, and in about half an hour you've got a really tasty, I suppose could be considered a Mexican dish.
Yes.
And it's really nice, yeah. And that's my favourite dish for this year.
That sounds good, yeah. Do you to make it more authentic? Do you then put on some Mexican music while you maybe have a Corona or two?
Well, actually, yes, we do have it with Corona, yeah. Corona beer, yes.
Corona beer comes from Mexico, for those of you who don't know.
Okay, how about you? What's yours? What's your favourite?
My favourite dish is an aubergine bake.
Ooh.
That I've cooked quite a few times actually. It's really easy to make. You get loads of aubergines, or maybe like 3 or 4 aubergines, and you cut them into slices, and then you brush them with vegetable oil and put them in the oven.
Right.
And then step 2 is you heat some coconut oil in a pan, and then you add some onions, and you add some garlic and some mustard seeds and some garam masala and chili powder and coriander, and you cook all of this stuff up until it starts to smell beautiful and aromatic. And then you pour in some chopped tomatoes and some coconut milk into the spice, and then you stir it really well, and then you just go into like taste heaven. It's really good.
Wow, I'm just imagining this right now, but to be honest, I've forgotten what the dish was again. What was it? Something to do with aubergines?
It's called a spiced aubergine bake.
Ooh, oh man.
Yeah, I can send you the recipe.
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
really good.
And it's an easy oven-based dish, isn't it? It's not complicated, right?
One for the family as well, because it lasts several meals. If you cook it in a big casserole dish, it can last for 3 weeks, 3 days.
Okay. I like that one. Maybe that's one that the listeners, if you've heard our favourite dishes, perhaps you could write in and tell us about your favourite dishes.
Yes. What's our contact email address, Owen?
It is contact@englishwaffle.co.uk.
That's it. Nice and easy to remember. contact@englishwaffle.co.uk. Tell us what your favourite recipe is.
Exactly. Yeah. Which brings us to the final question. It's not a favourites question. I'm intrigued.
It's not, because 3 favourite questions would get a bit predictable, wouldn't it? Really?
Is it my worst? Is it something my worst something this year?
It is actually.
That wasn't predictable at all. Go on. What is it? Go on.
What is your worst habit of 2021? One that your habit that you would like to change for 2022?
No, I'm not sure I want to share my bad habits. Oh, yeah. That's one of the new songs I've been listening to. A bit of Ed Sheeran. Bad habits lead to you. Sorry. I'm just. I don't know if you noticed. I'm stalling for time.
You're thinking for time, aren't you?
I can't think of a bad.
While you think of one, I'll tell you mine. So my worst habit is one that's pointed out by my partner, who I live with, who says that when I eat really loudly and chew my food a bit like a cow. And so she says, please, can you try next year to stop making those munching sounds when you eat, and eat with your mouth closed? And I never knew this. I never knew that I was a noisy eater.
I didn't know that either. I can't think I've ever noticed. I certainly never noticed you eating with your mouth open.
Well, maybe it's something that Marta imagines.
I was going to say, I'm not sure what you can do about eating loudly. Isn't that just the way you eat?
Well, let's hope not, because I did say to Marta, I will make a genuine effort in 2022 to not eat as loudly. What about you? What's your habit?
Well, I suppose this kind of brings us to our New Year's resolutions. I think this is something I do every year, and it's something I hadn't really noticed that I do. And you know that thing where you essentially say in your mind you have something to do. Maybe it's just really common, and you kind of put it off. You say, "Well, I'll do that later. When I get home, I'll have time, and I'll do that." I don't know. For example, organising my notes from college. I'll get them all in order, and I'll do it tomorrow because I'm home tomorrow, and then I forget that I've got lots of other things to do, and I don't actually plan a time to actually do the organising of the notes. And in my mind, it's kind of there and it's taken care of, but in reality, I never get to it, and the notes never get organised, and I do the same thing again and again and again, and sometimes I stop and I realise, oh, I know what I'm doing there. I'm kind of postponing this activity for some undetermined time in the future, which actually never comes. And I think
I'm nodding my head because I think we've talked about this on a different episode, if I'm not mistaken, which is episode something or other, which is it's the idea of procrastination.
Well, I think I'm just too
good
optimistic.
Luck with that.
I think I'm just too optimistic about my time and my abilities, and I should need to be a bit more realistic. Yeah, there you go. So new year. I'll sort it out sometime in the new year, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So that does bring us to the end of 2021, Mike, and it's been a good one. Lots of things have happened, not least with the English Waffle. And I just wanted to say before we finish today, congratulations with all your hard work. Organising, designing, recording the first English Waffle online course, which is available. Do you want to give us a few details, Mike?
Yeah, thank you very much. Yes, I wanted to share with you news of a new course that I have created on the platform which is called Udemy, which does online courses on everything possibly imaginable. And one of them is my course. The course is called Understand British Spoken English. And it's a course of about 2 hours, and just over 2 hours of video content. And in each episode, you listen to me effectively, but you also get to do activities at the end of each section. And in the course, I basically focus on how you can improve your English pronunciation and really understand native speakers better through a series of kind of micro-intensive English lessons. So lots of real-life recordings of spoken English, and there's also PDFs that accompany each section to see the main points that I make in each video. We are offering you a special discount as a English Waffler listener to the podcast. So instead of paying $34.99, you would pay just $9.99. So we think that's a really good deal. We're happy to share that with you. And to access that deal, you just need to visit the English Waffle website and click on the link that appears when you visit the home page. So there's a link, click on that link and it will take you to Udemy site, and there you will get a special price for the course. Please let us know if you do the course, what you think of it, or what you thought of it even. And there'll be more courses to follow in 2022. So more listening courses and courses related to English language in 2022.
Well, thanks for that, Mike. And sign up, have a go, see what you think. I haven't finished going through it yet. I'm still working on it, but it does look really good. So
yeah, thanks. I mean, one thing to mention as well is if you are enjoying these shows that we put together every couple of weeks, please do us a favor and tell just one friend about it. You are our best word of your word of mouth means a lot to us, basically. So if you just tell one or two friends about the show, we're going to get a bigger audience and we're going to get more of a community of listeners. So thank you very much. And thank you especially to Joaquin from Madrid, who listens to us from Madrid, who was the winner actually of the competition that we did on the UK accent series, who correctly guessed, I think 3 out of the 4 accents he got right. So well done, Joaquin. And yeah, that's it. Merry Christmas to all our listeners.
Brilliant. Yeah, Merry Christmas, everybody. And have a Happy New Year as well.
Yes, indeed. Keep waffling.
Keep waffling.